Welcome back to the Dive Bar, baby. We are live. Little schedule release watch party. We got our guy George from the Finn Faithful podcast with us. Joe, how we feeling?
Feeling great, brother. I'm a little nervous. Not for the schedule release because it's already leaked, but yes, last year's was not good. Like it was really, really, really bad. They gotta bring it. They gotta bring it, bro. They gotta bring it this year. Admin, if you're listening in, bring that shit. Bring the heat.
George, what's good?
Not much, man. I'm just surprised about these primetime games. I feel like do they know something we don't know? It's like Vegas. Like, are we better than we think we are? This is like the 23 Dolphins. We should have had these many primetime games, but yeah, man, that's what stands out to me is how many, if it's true, right? When it comes out, all these games, and if you include Spain, that's 6 games, kind of primetime.
Yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into my thoughts. I really think this schedule is very similar to 2023 for a lot of different reasons, but we'll get into that. Without further ado, let's roll it.
I'm putting the helmet on as always.
The opportunity is right now.
Terrific defensive play. Intercepted. Off the block. Two on the move. Going deep. Speed race. He's got Hill. He's got Hill. The Dolphins have recaptured the lead.
Dude, I don't know about y'all, man. That show's bringing back life.
I like the ending. I like how the silent, like with the logo on the wall there. I like it, man. I like it.
Bro, the intro gets me every time. Like I just seen it yesterday, and every time it still gets me hyped. Like it's just a natural instinct for me. I don't know what it is. By the way, shout out to the scheduling gods. George, I don't know if you're a Panthers fan, but the fact that we're in an intermission right now for the schedule release is so prime. So thank you all for stopping by, seriously, because I know you guys don't have to be here. The Cats game is huge. I get it. It's a big deal. But thank you for being here. Seriously.
Is it still scoreless? It's still scoreless, right?
No, we scored in the first.
Oh, we just scored. Okay.
And I hit a sick live bet, bro. I put Cats to score the first goal of the game, and in the first period, and I put the Knicks to win the first quarter, and they won at the buzzer beater, bro.
Oh,
100
you're
to win
feeling
650.
good. You're feeling
nice
good.
bet.
Yeah.
Blizzy bringing the cold hard truth in here.
So, and we'll go over it. But I did make a prediction today already, and it's not 16-1, boys.
I was proud of you, man. When I first started reading that, I was like, oh, here we go, man.
No, that was the copium's gone, bro. Until listen, I'm not giving us a win against the Bills. Prove it to me. I'm done getting on this train, being like, this is the year. No. I'm gonna go into the game. Prove it to me. I'm not gonna be like, we're gonna go lose. Like, because I hate those kind of like attitude fans. Like, don't go into a game watching the game going, you're gonna lose. Like, come on. Like, fucking root for your boys and let's hope for the best. But yeah, I'm done putting all my marbles on them when it comes to the Bills games.
What did you guys think of the whole the trunk on the bottom of the sea, those dolphins swimming around it, that little video clip? I kind of liked it. Yeah, it was like, plus the logo on everybody's making a big deal about the logo.
I thought it was hard in the water. Like, that was pretty cool. In the water was dope as fuck. Like, that was really cool.
We're not soft anymore. We're tough. Here we go. Kenneth Grant, Savayanaya, all these guys. Here we go. This is the kind of we're not soft season. I heard A-Chain talking about that. Got me fired up, you know. I like the video. Usually they're weak. They have weak sauce kind of video. Let's be honest. Usually they're not compared to Bobby and I were talking about the other day, the Chargers, right? They're the ones.
Bro, the Chargers admin is a goat.
Yeah, did you see the schedule one this year with the Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
That was from another year.
Oh, another year? Okay, I saw it.
Yeah, they haven't released it yet.
It was dope.
Yeah, but every year they do something creative. It's crazy.
Hey, by the way, Bobby, are you going to play it on the screen live?
Yeah, I'll bring it up. Like, it's about to happen right now, but I'll go over to Twitter. I'll screen share it so we can all watch
Yeah,
it
so
here.
if the chat wants to wait with us, we'll all watch it live together. If that's cool.
Yeah.
Won't have to wait much longer, dude. Do they have the balls to drop a new uniform in the freaking schedule?
Oh man. Yeah.
That's what
I'm
I
not
was
gonna lie.
thinking.
That'd be a big.
Let's go
move.
big, bro. Let's think big.
All right, it should be coming up any second now. It's 7:00. So
8 o'clock, Bobby. 8 o'clock.
sorry.
But
Yeah. We're just waiting on it now.
A 90 grant? That'd be nice.
Bro, this shit's gonna get me hype, isn't it?
So do we hope like it? What the schedule obviously has been leaked, kind of. Do we hope? Are we happy, kind of, if that's?
No, I hate when they leak. I hate it.
Yeah, I know. You obviously saw it, right?
But do you like the schedule?
Yeah. Do you like? If it's true, do you like what you see there? We'll get into the details. Obviously, probably Bobby here, game by game. But like,
I
overall,
really do like our schedule this year. I love it actually.
Blizzy said, "Wait, what's dropping? The scheduled release video, dummy." Or we assume. I mean, they might not drop. There it is.
It's
Oh,
dropping.
wow.
Let's play it. Let's roll
Here we
it.
go.
Let's roll
Hold
it.
on.
Oh, that's why I'll wait for you. Go ahead.
No spirit can outlast the one that's building beneath the surface.
Ooh.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, hold on.
I
hold
like
on,
this.
hold
I like
on.
this theme already.
Come on, Bobby. No music.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring it. I'm bringing it, dog. Relax.
Today, Junior.
Here we go.
We've carried it all. Good.
Zach Thomas narrating. Are you fucking kidding me?
Close, but still so far away. Confident, but never satisfied. But when you look inward, dig deeper than ever before. You learn that sometimes the tide is turning its own. You have to turn it.
Ooh.
We're done looking back. Now we charge forward. Forged by perfection, sharpened by adversity,
Nah, this is tough, bro.
purpose. Because no spirit can outlast the one that's building beneath the surface.
Colts, Patriots, Bills.
W.
I'm looking at the other schedule to see if it matches.
That's a tough stretch before the bye week. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
those 3 games we'll talk about are going to be.
Dude, these last 3 or 4 are tough.
Oh, gritty.
Oh, and
gritty.
we close in New England in the cold. Wow, man, I'm pumped. I like the video, man. I like it.
All right, well done.
All right,
What up,
Ghost
baby?
Ghost without a t-shirt. The viewers
What up,
have
boy?
enough.
We got Ghost of Adam Traps in the building.
Just got out.
His pre-workout
Just
hasn't
some
rubbed
shit.
off yet, so he's still
Sweat it
grinding his
out.
teeth.
Can barely
8
see him,
rounds,
but he's here.
6 minutes.
Dude, how about Zach narrating that? That is.
That was
I
tough.
almost got tears in
You
my
couldn't
eyes,
mess
dude, I
that
swear
up
to
with
God.
Zach talking. Wow.
How was
The video, look, the video is great. A big improvement from years past. The only issue is they took the easy way out, just going through every team like in a
Yeah.
funnel.
I thought the start was good on the video, right?
Yes.
I thought the first half of the video was better than, but it's good. It pumped me up with Zach's voice in the background. You can't go wrong there. That I'm all good with it.
All right, so but here's the thing, right? So we're changing our culture. So they didn't want to be too cheesy. They wanted to get to the fucking point, let people know we know what the fuck we got to do this year, and let's go. There was no bullshit.
Yeah.
I like that part of it.
No, yeah, I agree. I think this whole theme.
Well,
how
even
many of these-
even
Go ahead. Go ahead, Ghost.
Yeah, this is Cricket Wireless shit right now.
Yeah.
We can't hear a word he's saying.
Cricket wireless.
Can we pretend like we can hear him?
Yeah, dude, great point. Dude, great point.
Hey, sick, dude. Sick.
Joe, that's that Metro PCS.
Did you hear? Could you hear me now?
Like you were
We can hear you
yeah,
now.
there you go.
Shout out to Metro PCS, man. None
Sorry,
of this.
I'm on that fucking. I'm on.
No, hey, boot that man.
Anyways,
Dude, call us when you get back to the city.
hey, but I just want to make this point. We talk about culture change, dude. How many rookies talked about that shit during their press conference in the first practice. Kenneth Grant, I'm a culture changer. Dante Trader Jr., culture change. Like, that's why, I know you don't want to hear this, but why do we got Tyreek around? Culture change.
But here's the thing, like even with dudes like Dante Trader, right? Maybe he makes the 53. Maybe he doesn't. But you know what he's gonna do every day at practice when he's going against the ones, he's gonna bring that shit. And that's good. That's
I'm
what we
a big
need.
fan, dude. Yeah. I mean, who knows, right? Straight talk. What did you say for straight talk, Metro PCS, and cricket?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's way different. What happened?
Sorry, boys. I had to get out.
Oh,
I was on the
black on
gym's
my end.
Wi-Fi still.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was outside, but I was on the gym's Wi-Fi, so I didn't realize.
All right, you're forgiven.
Dude, it was
Thanks,
bad.
boys.
It was bad.
Yeah.
You should probably
Yeah, my
make your
bad.
point now.
It was so bad. Blood everywhere.
No, what I was
Oh, you
saying was, you said they let us know you got to take care of business. Is like A-Chan's tweet today about people calling them soft. Like at some fucking point, these guys have to be like, dude, we have to win some games. Like we have to win some hard games, and that's the end of the day.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Drew said the Chargers is straight nasty. I wonder what the Chargers.
I'm gonna pull it up because we gotta see. Look, don't let this ruin ours, guys. But
Yeah, it's there's levels to this.
They are in LA. Like, give them a break.
Yeah.
When do we
Oh
got?
my
this?
Chargers got like some actual.
We can't even
like,
play
Gen
theirs. It's
Z.
5 minutes long.
Oh,
Jesus.
what was ours? Like a minute, 45 seconds.
It's 5 minutes long and it's Minecraft. We'll play the first 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Bro, I dead ass almost teared up when I heard Zach talking. Like, bro, Zach is my idol, bro. Like, growing up, that was it. He was him. Like,
Same, bro.
That was sick. That was a really good idea, and it's cool to see him still involved in shit. You know what I'm saying?
In the beginning with the
He's my
Dolphins
favorite.
underwater.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna give y'all 60 seconds. And we're not. That's it.
Minecraft. Oh my god.
It's already so much better.
Bro, they're geniuses.
I'll play it until they show the Dolphins game.
This is unbelievable.
Oh man, they're good, dude.
But if the Dolphins posted something like this, we're getting made fun of.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
We don't have the reputation they do.
I mean, what
AFC
reputation do
West
they
of
have?
States. Nice. Well, they capitalized off the LA thing because this is like the biggest movie in the box office right now.
Orange Crush. No.
Oh no, the ghost of Saquon.
Wow.
That was incredible.
Bro, fucking Martin Scorsese put this together? What the
Dude,
fuck?
you gotta watch this like 5 times to get everything, you know?
Yeah, you have to go back. Oh look.
Ooh!
Oh, they had Justin Herbert on the elevator.
Thanks, Mike.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go get him, Mike. Hustle in there.
Andrew Luck.
Dude, it's so sick.
That's pretty cool. Now listen, but it's definitely soft. Like we can't get away with shit like that.
No,
Yeah.
dude, they had Justin Herbert on the elevator doors inside the yacht.
Yeah, I gotta definitely watch that after this later. Get everything.
Yeah, that was.
So it looks like the schedule was the same that was leaked, right? Pretty
Yep.
much. So what
Yeah,
are you thinking?
Biggie don't play around, bro. Shout out
Oh
Biggie.
no. When Biggie had it, shout out to Sarney too, man. Sarney was posting a lot of those.
Yep, there was a bunch of people doing the hard
And
work.
the
today.
predecessor of Bobby Howe's Fins Extra. Shout out to them.
Herbert on the elevator. Yeah, that was tight.
How about Sarney got spotted with the dye bar hat at the Phillies game today?
Yeah,
Sarney's
shout out
pretty
Sarney,
cool,
showing
man.
love.
Hey, shout out Sarney. You'll see him tomorrow on the on season, baby, 8 p.m.
Hey, let's go.
Always plug. Always plug.
Always
Cool.
plug, you know.
Yeah, you know what's so dope? So Sarney DM'd me and he's like, yo, actually, that that hat was the reason why him and Buddy actually ended up hashing it out, because he didn't even realize that he had him blocked on Twitter.
Oh, really? I didn't even see. I
Yeah,
was
so
so
that's
I didn't
pretty
even see all
cool.
that. Yeah. And I talked to Sonny today, man. Come on,
Cats
Jason.
game's back on, by the way, boys. All right, so let's go through the games.
Let's go through it. Yeah, let's go through it. You want to pop up a schedule, or we'll just go through it?
I can pop up the schedule. They just posted it, so perfect timing. Minecraft, that's so genius. You're right, though. We would have bullied the hell out of that social media group.
We don't have that reputation, bro. We're trying to change culture here. We drafted,
like I said, it's LA, so it makes sense. You know what I mean?
We drafted 700 pounds in the first 2 rounds. We can't be doing Minecraft stuff, bro. You know what
boys,
I mean?
I can't tell you what's gonna happen if the Cats score. By the way, I might get naked.
Are you gonna pull a Frank the Tank?
I might.
Dude, that was still like one of the funniest things I've ever seen on here.
Dude, Ghost, dude, I became a fan of yours after that show, and I love Frank, bro. But like, I was like, damn, bro, you got to get this guy off because he's not gonna make it.
Dude, he was gonna have a stroke on our fucking show.
Dude,
Hey, and by the way, we're definitely mobbing to the home opener. It's not even a question.
Oh yeah.
So, that's official one. Man, you know what stands out to me? Damn, I need some more 1 o'clock hot games in September, man. Like that's our advantage. When I first looked, I don't get cold.
Yeah, they gave us the home opener and the hotness, and then they gave us the Jets on Monday night.
Gifted Buffalo, 8 p.m. I mean, it'll be humid, but like not 1 p.m. And whatever that game is, September 21st or something like that. Thursday night game.
Boys, that first eight, I see 7 wins. I see 7 wins, boys.
So what are the first 8? The Colts, Patriots,
there he goes.
Bills.
I
Jets.
see 7.
There you go.
Yeah, they have to minimum win 6 at the very least. They don't go 5-3, they're cooked. If they don't go 5-3, ideally they need to go 6-2. But if they don't go 5-3, they're done.
They're going 7-1, Bubs.
7-1, Bobby.
Yep.
Bobby, who did we predict on my show was the opener? We all got it wrong, right?
Yeah, I predicted the Saints, which we thought it was the Saints until it wasn't.
I mentioned Indy to you, and then I said Carolina. I forget.
I think the schedule reminds me a lot of 2023, where that we got to get out the gate clean, like y'all just said. Because if we're depending on the final stretch, we might be screwed again, per usual.
They got to win the first. I think the first 3 they got to go 2-1. If they beat Buffalo, great. They just got to win 2 of those games. Because dude, New England's Vrabel over there scares me a little bit. Like
now, but listen, it's year 1 in a new system with, you know what I'm saying. So
true,
I'm gonna give us the benefit of the doubt. We should still handle them.
I agree.
It is Vrabel, and we didn't beat Tennessee either. But it's not the point. He does know how to beat us. I will give him that.
They don't have the line of. I don't think they're at the point that Tennessee was. Tennessee is very good at the line of scrimmage.
Big and powerful. A lot of young guys.
Yeah, I think Ghost had something to say.
No, I see 6-2, 5-3. I don't see less than 5 wins at least.
I think that's the minimum. You agree, Ghost, right? You have to win 5 of those first 8.
You got to win 5 of those first 8. It's hard to win the league. I mean, the Chargers are going to be a tough game. I'm telling you, the Patriots are going to be a tough game.
I agree, man.
The years of us sweeping the Jets and the Patriots are like slowly. I don't think the window's closed on that yet, but it's slowly creeping. I mean, Patriots got a ton of space. If Drake May could take a step, Vrabel knows how to coach, leader of men, but we'll see. I think no less than 5 wins. Sure.
Dude, even the opener though, we struggle. Like the Colts, we always play up close. You know, I was seeing a video of the '99 opener with Marino versus Manning.
Oh,
yeah, dude, I remember that vividly. I was young, but I remember it. But like, the Colts are they beat us last. It's going to be a close game, right? I think
the Colts always play us tough, man.
Yeah. And the Jets, I'm not worried about.
We would have smoked.
But we love home openers.
If Tua was there, right?
We love home openers. We love week 1s. We're a big week 1 team.
Yeah.
We had Anthony Richardson in hell.
Jesus Christ.
Well, who's it going to be, him or Daniel Jones or Riley Leonard, the Notre Dame product? But the Jets.
Let's be real. It's probably going to be Daniel Jones.
Yeah, I mean, the Jets I'm not worried about. Carolina, they improved their defense this year. They added some guys, the safety from the Raiders, some defensive linemen. So, and they drafted Ted McMillan, but we should win that game. the Chargers is always a funny game. Like, with Harbaugh, it's always funny. They improved their line of scrimmage. They got 2 good backs now, and Najee Harris and Amarian Hampton. Cleveland should be a win.
You know what's pretty funny? Weird fact, but I feel like it's weird. It's weird that we're playing two teams that we usually play in the preseason this year. So
the Bucks and Atlanta.
The Bucks and Atlanta. Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see who we play in preseason this year.
Speaking of the Colts, their schedule announcement, they have a dolphin with a Tyreek jersey on swimming, and then the Coast Guard pulls up with a cop on board.
Oh my God, that's so good.
With a cop on board?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good.
They're arresting Tyreek.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
I gotta look back on all that stuff, man.
The Dolphins just went meat and potatoes. That's it.
Honestly though, thank you.
Yeah, I really appreciate it. The more you're telling me about other videos, I'm like, all right, we did good.
Yeah, I'll take Zach Thomas narrating just plain Jane, stick to the basics. That was beautiful.
Dude, look at week 9,
Zach
10,
Thomas
and
my
11.
all-time favorite Dolphin, man.
Yeah.
It's my all-time favorite.
Same.
They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
Reeling us back in.
I'll tell you, boy.
Yeah, I think you got to win. You got to win 5 out of those first 8, man. You have to.
All right. So what about the back 9?
What about the 9, 10, and
That's
11?
tough.
That's a tough 3-game stretch, man.
We got to
If you
win
go
one
1
of
and
those.
2,
We got to win one of those, Bubba.
Yeah, if you go 1 and 2, you should be happy about that.
We go 7-1 and then 1 and 2.
I can see 4 losses in the back 9 and then 3 losses in the front 8. So that's 7 losses. So like you gotta win at least 5 of those first ones, dude. And you gotta steal one. You gotta steal one off Buffalo. You have to steal one off Buffalo. Like
Fucking Bob Borowski's a fucking wall.
Yeah, here's the thing though about schedules. We kind of look at it and we say it's tough or not tough, but then you don't know what team has injuries. You don't know what team is exceeding expectations, or what team's worse than they really are. Like, who knows? Atlanta Falcons are like 5-1 going into that game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we don't know. Kind of, you always got to, like, who knows? Josh Allen's hurt or Jaden Daniels is hurt. Like, all those things come into factor. But on face value, I think you didn't get a bad schedule. Like, it's, I don't see anything besides that 3-game stretch, and then that last game. You got 3 cold games. We're at the Jets, Week 14.
Yep.
Pittsburgh, and then the Patriots. So you end the season. So you can kill that narrative. I've always said, I don't know about you guys. I've always said, I'm not sure it's the cold more than it is the opponent. Usually those cold teams are really good
it's
teams.
The cold.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too, though.
No, but I mean, like, it's like, okay, we lost to Kansas City in minus 12 degrees. Well, no shit, it's Kansas City. Like, we're probably losing to Kansas City anywhere. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Listen, there's a huge
I think it's a little bit
when you live down south and you never have to deal with it being cold. And these guys are living in it every day. I'm sorry, there's a huge difference. There really is.
Yeah.
I mean, we can make fun of it all we want, but it's we're humans, bro. We adapt to where we live. You could have dudes who lived in Minnesota all their life. They lived down here for 3 years, bro. They don't remember that cold.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm talking specifically Tua. I think Tua can throw in the cold. I think the defenses he plays in the cold are just crazy good. I think it's a lot more. I think, okay, put it this way. I agree with you guys.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it's more, let's say, I think the percentage of it's the cold is probably less than what we're giving credit for. It's more the opponent. I guess I'd slide the percentage more to the opponent. I don't know about you, Bobby, or Ghost, if you guys, what are your thoughts? Is it the opponent, or is it the cold, or is it both?
It's a combination, dude.
It's both.
Yeah.
It's for sure both, dude. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it just is. Like for example, like I'm wearing shorts in 40-degree weather. I grew up in the Northeast, and like people come up. Like I remember some guys came up from Florida for the Jets game, and it was like 60 degrees out, and we go out in Hoboken, and they got fucking sweatpants on, sweatshirts, jeans, gloves, hats. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, bro, it's free. Up here.
Ghost running from the cops.
Hey, what about this? What about this?
Go ahead, Bob.
How surprising was it that we got the 3rd most primetime games in the NFL?
Very.
I think it's a
hate
scam,
it.
dude. Like, give. You know what pisses me off too is like obviously growing up in the Northeast, like I have a lot of friends that aren't Dolphins fans, and the only Dolphins football they get to watch is primetime games.
Oh,
So like
That's rough.
I can't even like defend the team because it's all they see.
that's how
But
it is for me
you don't
too.
see
Like,
us at one. You don't see us at one.
yeah, that's
That's
how
what
it
I'm
is for me
saying. Like
too.
all the imagine if you were just like new to football, you never watched a game in your life, and you only watched the Dolphins on primetime the last 5 years. You'd be like, this fucking team sucks. It's like,
Do you think it favors
that's
us
what you
having
would
this
say.
many? Like I'd rather have I'd rather have one less and have Buffalo at 1 p.m. You know what I mean? Oh no,
I'd have
Buffalo's away.
no games, dude. Like,
Yeah.
no prime.
They scored.
1 o'clock,
Full
blacked
cast.
out everywhere.
You remember those days when you like they black out the games if they weren't? I'm so glad they got rid of all that stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So what are the
Yeah, but
primetime
now you
games?
need like 37 streaming services.
Yeah,
to
man,
full
it's
season.
crazy. So the Buffalo game on Thursday night's the first time.
Buffalo Jets on Monday Night Football, and then you got the Ravens on Thursday again, correct?
Yes, and then the Madrid game, and then
Madrid game
Yep.
to count as prime time. That's
Ooh,
the actually no, the Madrid game does not count. The Steelers are at 8:15 on Monday Night Football, and the Bengals are Sunday Night Football
That's
the
what I
week
said.
after.
That's what I said. That's why the
Wow,
Madrid
bro.
game, if you want to consider it a
Jesus Christ.
They
let's go,
fucking
Pan-
hate us.
Dude, they put us on
Whoa,
Monday night
Cat.
against. They put us Monday night away versus the Steelers, and then we turn around, come home,
Yeah,
play the
wait.
Bengals at home on
Week-
Sunday Night Football.
Week 15 in Pittsburgh. Ooh, you know what I mean? And that's a December game, probably or late November, early December game. And then we got the
Dude, it's gonna be hard to win at Heinz Field, man.
Then we got back to back. I hate
That's what I
the
mean, dude. Like these
back.
These
I don't
are
know if I like all these
football
primetime
teams.
games.
Like they are football teams.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
primetime teams
Oh yeah. By the way, we finished the season at
That-
the Patriots.
in the freezing cold.
To be
I don't like our
determined.
back nine, boys. I'm not a
I don't
not a
mind
big fan of the
that
back
as
nine.
much. I don't mind the Patriots' last game of the season that much.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Yeah,
Like, bro, think
I
about
mean-
it. We were stuck like playing the Bills the last season in must-win scenarios. Like, I'd rather play the Patriots in a must-win scenario than the fucking Bills. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Steelers
look at
don't
the
scare me, dude.
Jets last year, though. You know, but obviously the quarterback, but
Yeah, but the season was fucking lost then by that point.
the Steelers don't. It's true. The Steelers. I mean, they're gonna probably have Aaron Rodgers, and who they draft. Will Howard doesn't strike
I'll be right
fear in
back.
me. The Steelers quarterback situation. Yeah, the
Seeing somebody just said Patriots going to be pretty good. Yeah, they are, but they're going to be pretty young. So
they picked up. They got better on the offensive line. They picked
we're
up two
young.
good.
Don't get me wrong, we're young, but we still have a decent veteran core.
We all talk about the defense. To me, it's the health of Tua and the offense. The offense has got to get back to where it was, and that's going to determine how good we are. I know all this defensive talk, but like the money, follow the money, and it's on the offense, man. Like I keep going back to that. We can improve the defense. It's great, but like this offense has got to go again. Like,
Brother, if we don't pound the fucking rock this year,
yeah,
oof.
I'm in favor of less outside zone, more
Same.
more inside zone, and I have faith in it because Ollie Gordon is not in like the offensive lineman they drafted. Some of the things they've done shows you that it might be a little bit more power scheme, maybe not totally completely away from it, but like some more
Right.
packages to kind of, they learned their lesson finally. Like we can't get cute, run all this outside zone stuff, and we got to be able to be effective between the.
I am extremely excited about our front seven in the defense.
Hey, real quick, hold on. Dude, I had no idea. This is where I'm from. I'm from King, but I was born in Winston. So, I'll be right back.
Yeah, no problem. So look at like if you had a guess, Joe, looking at the schedule, what are you saying? If you had your gut,
11 and 6.
yeah, I'm more like I'll put the median at 9 and plus or minus 1 or 2 games if certain things turn out their way. I know it's maybe a cop out, but like you know what I'm saying.
Listen, every prediction, I feel like it's fair. Honestly, if your prediction is a fair prediction,
yeah,
2 games one way or the other.
Yeah, I think 9 is a median there, and then like Tua gets hurt for 4 games. One way or the other could go 8.
But listen, you can't do predictions predicting that your quarterback's going to get hurt. You can't do that, bro.
But I mean, if we're gonna go on based on the history, we can. You know what I mean?
But you just
yeah,
it
it's
doesn't.
true.
It's like you're going into your prediction thinking everybody's going to be healthy.
If everybody's healthy,
this injuries.
All right. If everybody's healthy, 10. This is a 10-win.
Bro, if everybody stays healthy, this is an 11-12 win team.
10 or 11 wins for everybody.
Yeah, my thing is, I think that's what a lot of people are forgetting is last year, without all the injuries, we win 11, 12 games. And that's what's really hurting us is like, we got a sour taste in our mouth because the whole thing fell apart last year. It was a disaster at all levels.
Yeah, but think about it. Even when Sony came on, he said it, man. Listen, this team when healthy is the real deal. And he's not even a Dolphin fan.
Yeah. That's look, a lot of ifs have to happen, though. Like I think for this team to win 11, 12 games. But I think it's capable. I know inside that building, they believe they're just as good as Buffalo. Like, they believe that. You know,
100%.
Whether we like to believe it or not, they believe that. Bobby could attest to that probably. Like, they think they're right up there.
But we are. They just always win the coin flip. That's a coin flip game every year.
And,
divisional battle games are usually coin flips.
I like what I'm hearing from the culture talk and all the good stuff. And Mike McDaniel being more serious. But, like, you lose 3 in a row and you're 6-5, 5-6. Then how much control do you have in the locker room? Who are the leaders? You know, that's when the true colors will show. Like Tyreek.
That's when we're gonna find out who the.
That's when we're gonna find. It's all nice to talk about it now. Kenneth Grant can tell me he's a culture changer, but you know what I mean. Like, and there's a culture. Devon H. could say all that stuff. You lose 3 in a row, you're 4-6. Then we're gonna see the culture, right? Like. Then Mike McDaniel's probably getting fired and coming back from Spain, you know, whenever that game is. Like that's the truth, you know.
I mean, let's look at the must-wins, right? Let's look at the must-wins. Week 1 is a must-win.
Yeah, let's go through one by one, yeah. First 2 you got to get.
Got to get the first 2. The next 2 are honestly a toss-up.
Give me 3-1 there.
3-1.
If you beat Buffalo,
but I'm talking must wins. Like these are the games you like. There's a lot of coin flip games. These are must wins.
I think 1, 2, and 4. Yeah.
1, 2, and 4, and 5.
6 coin flip.
5 and 7 you must win.
5 and 7 must win. 6 and 8 are a coin flip.
What do you guys think of Atlanta? That's a weird game, right? That's one of those weird games.
Atlanta plays us tough, bro.
Bro, and they got some good pass rushers in the draft, bro. They got 2 good ones.
Yeah, they play us Georgia.
Tough. Yeah.
Yeah, and these teams with the young quarterbacks are always like, it's like with the May thing.
Yeah.
How big of a step does May take? Does he take a step? Same with Penix. Like, what level is he playing on?
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 through 11 is a coin flip.
Then
fair.
9 through 11, you got to win 1. 2 would be great. You got to win 1.
Yeah.
Right?
Saints is a must win.
Saints is a win. If you don't win that game, you don't deserve to win the rest
Tyler
of them.
Shuck is older than, you know, he's older than Tua, I think. You know what I mean?
That was such a weird pick.
40?
And I do agree with Drew. I don't think they're going to run any inside zone. They're going to stick true to who they are. But
I think it'd be a mistake.
I'd like to see it peppered. I think I'd like to see it peppered in. That'd be cool.
Do you guys like Ollie Gordon as an outside zone back?
Well, the issue is here. Last offseason, we got word. We never even seen this. This is something that we didn't even get to see. They were preparing and installing true power plays, like true running plays all off season, and never used it.
Bobby, in their defense, they didn't have the personnel, the interior offensive line or the backs.
Well, that's fine. But I'm saying this is something that's been being installed for over a year.
I believe it now. With the draft pick of Savanea, Ollie Gordon, the type of back, they didn't go for Bashal Tootin out of or Dylan Simpson out of Tennessee. They went with a big back, probably the biggest back, in this draft. So and I'm gonna ask you guys this question: we talk about the offensive line? How many tackles did the running backs break last year? Not many, man. You know what I mean? So like, there's something to that too.
And you got to think of it this way: like this year is going to be the evolution of McDaniel's offense. It's a big year for him.
Has to be.
You had success, you had a little bit of failure, you had a little bit of success, you had a little bit of failure. Can you bring it all together, figure out how to fix your failures?
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's a coach. That's what coaches do, bro.
Let me ask you this question. We're kind of at
Let's go, Johnny.
16.
17. It's 17.
shout out to Jonathan. Hey, check out that show we had on. This is not me plugging my stuff. You guys know I'm not like that.
You can do your thing, dog.
Yeah. Check out that show on Monday, bro. The guy we had on there, Jonathan was on his birthday, and then the guy we had, Eric Anthony from where's he from? Horns 24/7.
3-0, boys. Let's go.
Dude,
Damn.
if you like Quinn Ewers, listen to it, bro. He's real positive on Quinn Ewers, and he saw him practice all the time. But anyways, shout out to Jonathan. I'm gonna ask you guys this question. We were kind of at the 9, 10, 11. If at week 11, after week 11, how many games is that? If we're 3-6, does McDaniel make it back from Madrid?
Yeah.
I don't think they're in position to fire people. I don't think this group is tight, man. I don't think we give that enough credit. Like these dudes really think they're gonna ride or die.
Oh no, I woke the Quinn Ewers fandom. I'm just saying, Anthony Weaver steps in.
Nah,
Just saying,
ain't happening.
just saying.
Bro, I'm not even gonna think negative because you know what?
No, I'm just saying.
We're gonna be all right this year. We're gonna be all right this year.
All right, so we got those 3 games. Then New Orleans, the Jets, Pittsburgh. How do you feel about us going up there in?
I love playing Pittsburgh. We'll eat that shit up.
We got to see what they do at quarterback, but I mean, as of right now, Pittsburgh doesn't scare me. But we're going into Pittsburgh that time of year. That's a different kind of ball game. That's
gotta win one of those Bengals and Bucks games.
We just had the conversation about is it the cold or is it the opponent? Like if you go in there and beat the Steelers, yeah, maybe there's more to it's the opponent. And then the Bengals and the Bucks got to win one of those two, and then you got to close it out, man, on the road versus New England. You got to.
Yeah, we got to win one of those Bucks and Bengals games. That's going to be a tough one.
Let's see what we think they're going to do. Should we do a win-win, loss kind of and tally it up?
Yeah, let's run that real quick because Daddy's hungry.
All right,
I think we already basically did that. It's 11-7.
11-7.
11-6. I really do.
11-6.
11-6 is that's a strong record right there.
Okay, I'd be happy with that. And that's a healthy team, right? That's a healthy.
Yeah, that's
everybody stays healthy. Yeah.
Well, I think the biggest thing still is like, honestly, I don't care 10-7, 11-6, 12-5. If you don't, the bar is the same. You got to make the playoffs and win a playoff game. So like, I could care less about how we do it.
Bobby does math.
Hey, goal 1, win the division, baby.
I don't care about none of that. Like, I don't care how we get there, how ugly it is. Like, get there and win a damn game. Like,
damn, I forgot to put my lights on.
Dude, you're getting dark.
Damn, that shit got dark quick, dude.
Shout out to Kenny in the chat, man. He says 17-0. Kenny, we're gonna run that show again. Don't worry, Kenny. I've been thinking about it. If the Dolphins sweep the Bills this year.
Deal.
Sounds good. Video
we want that
please.
on video.
Yeah, please. So I think the schedule is,
it's a tough schedule.
It's a tough schedule.
It's a tough schedule.
It's an NFL schedule. It's an NFL schedule. Like,
there's so many things there's so many variables that can change though. That how many times you said, schedule's tough, and then it ends up being not that. I'll be at the Pats game week 2. Want to see you there, Judge. All right, Jonathan. I'll do my best to get there, brother.
We're gonna we normally all
8-0, you pessimistic fuck.
We always normally all get together
Yo,
for the
put
home
Drew's coming up there.
Tell him, Drew.
Drew, come.
You pessimistic fuck.
8-0, man.
One thing about Drew is Drew. 7 days a week, baby.
Drew,
twice on Sundays.
I'd pay you and be a happy motherfucker if we're 8-0 after the first 8 games. So I'm with you.
Oof.
I'm with you.
Well, listen, fellas, I'm gonna ride out. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. Happy we made this happen. This was awesome. Thanks for everybody for joining, man. You guys keep chopping it up if you want. And I'll holler at you.
See you, Joe.
All right, Joe.
Yeah, we can get a couple of final thoughts in here. I think in reality is like you was just saying, like last off season we had like the toughest schedule in football, and by the end of it we ended up having the 5th easiest schedule or some shit. It's like there's no point predicting this stuff in May. Like that's all we're doing here, just talking.
Yeah, because the variables can change tremendously. Injuries. I'll stay pessimistic here in honor of Drew. Oh, excuse me, optimistic, not pessimistic. Here's the thing, man. It's all going to be health. This team is as good as the health of this team, and the offense needs to come back here. Like that's where this team is built on. It's where they put the money. That's where they're not doing. They're doing a soft rebuild and reset. They didn't do a complete teardown. The defense has to improve or stay at least to the par they were last year, but the offense has to come back to life here because even with Tua, Bob, you would admit it wasn't great last year. Like even when Tua was healthy, obviously when you have, Skylar Thompson and what's the other quarterback? His name's escaping me. The guy we signed,
Mike White.
No, the one we signed a few weeks in. Not Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, who?
Snoop Huntley.
Snoop Huntley. Yeah, like obviously if you have those guys, yeah, thank you, Kyle. You're not going to have the offensive production, but like even with Tua, they got to develop the changeup. Everybody's caught up to the fastball that's 97. Forget about the schedule. They got to get back to what they do well and what they are, and you got to figure it out. You can't have, you know how you beat teams that are running quarter and these shell defenses on you is you run the football. If you have 4 or 5 men in the box and you still can't run the ball, your offense is going to be tough. That's what's got to change. So I don't care who we're playing. Let's go. Let's get the running game. Let's get the power. Let's build the power running game with Salvanea at guard, Ollie Gordon's addition, the mentality of this team. Let's do that. Let's get pumped. Let's get this team physical because that's the only way we can be pretty and go 10 or 11 wins. But in the playoffs, if we're doing it that same way, we're not running the ball, but we won 10 or 11 games, we're going to get bounced in the first round or bounce as soon as we see a really good team. So, that's what we need to do. Develop the running game and the power aspect of this team and be more physical. And then this is an 11-win team and 12 if healthy. If healthy. How was that, Bobby? Is that optimistic?
Yeah, that's hey, it's your take, man. Everybody's got their take.
Yeah.
They just released the preseason schedule. We got Bears, Lions, and then home versus the Jaguars.
Bears, Lions. Okay. Run the ball, like Finn's TV said. Yeah, that's the key here to the season. That's how you get these.
Dude, that is how you run people out of cover too. Is you gotta run the ball.
Yeah, everybody's talking. Everything's up. They're having 4 or 5 guys in the box, and we were getting -1 yards on runs. Why would they move off it? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Once you start pounding, it's going to open up, and Tua can do whatever you think of Tua. You know what he can do on play action. So I think Tua is best with play action and running game. Anyways, he was like that at Alabama. So Jonathan Quinn Ewers preseason, I'm ready. Hey man, Eric, the guy who we had on the show with you, Jonathan, he says Ewers can sling it in shorts and a shirt. So. Let's see. He's pretty confident on Quinn Ewers. I know a health factor, but like our depth, H-Chain career year loading. I actually want to see less H-Chain up the middle this year, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think look, I've said this. I think H-Chain needs to be a 15 touches. However you get those touches, I don't care. Receiver running the game. But H-Chain, 10 to 15 touches. Let these other guys take some of that wear and tear. Let Jalen Wright run between the tackles and carry the load. Let his young legs and body take that load. Ollie Gordon, whatever, Madison.
Yeah, Jalen Wright. I don't talk enough about Jalen Wright, I don't think. Jalen Wright is got to step up this year too. We don't talk about him enough, or at least I don't. I keep forgetting his name for some reason all the time. But, yeah, any thoughts on the Dolphins' struggles that night? Well, for me, what the 2 injuries is just what I remember at night the last few years.
That's where the PTSD really comes from with the night games lately.
Because you know what I think too is I think he knows this. I'm not saying this is why he gets hurt, but he might know the atmosphere and setting he's in. Everybody's watching. It's a night game. He tries maybe a little harder. Don't do it, man. Throw it away this year at night. In total, I think during the season I like all these night games and it's fun to be on prime time. But I'm not sure if it benefits us if that makes sense.
Yeah,
because we have a couple back-to-back ones. I think on the schedule we had a Thursday night game, and then we play Buffalo. We have Buffalo on Thursday night, and then we have New Jets on a Monday night. So you get a little bit of a break, but it comes off a short New England week. That Buffalo Thursday night game comes off. You're playing New England the week before on short rest, so. There's only so much you can dissect in the schedule. Variables will change,
Oh, yeah, especially in May, like I said. Well, we'll come back. We'll probably do a schedule prediction like we did last year in August, and it's a whole different ballgame. Who knows who we'll add? Who knows who we're still going to get rid of?
Yeah, Ramsey after June 1st is gone, and I think a corner can be had anytime here, coming soon. We're cursed on prime time. Bad.
I agree with you though on the cold weather thing. I don't really think.
Yeah.
I'm further away from the weather. It's just about Blue play good teams, because like some of Tua's best performances, some of his worst as well, have been in Buffalo. Like the Blizzard game, Tua played perfect.
Yeah.
Literally, if we could have got a stop at all anytime in the second half, like, dude, we could have had a freaking win. But
yeah, you don't tell me we don't go beat the Jets with Tua Tagovailoa at the end of the season last year. Yeah, we do.
That was depressing. That was a team that had quit. That was a team that has quit.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you know what I mean? Like if we're in contention and Tua's starting, I think we beat the Jets with him, right? So like, I think a lot of it has to do with as much as the weather with the opponents. Like we're not losing to like the Saints, man. It's all the good ones, Baltimore, Buffalo, the Chiefs. So I think people don't talk about that enough. I don't think Tua struggles as much in cold weather as people think. I think his arm, he doesn't have the great arm. I think his arm is plenty good enough. I don't know what you feel about that, Bobby. You're muted.
Yeah, it's not something I feel like debating every day like everybody else. I think his arm is good enough. So like, there's way worse arms. He don't throw the ball 75 yards in the air, but it's not something to talk about. Now I will say this while we're talking about the Bills, that back leg falling backwards pick six you threw.
Oh no, you can't do that. No,
that's embarrassing. Just take a damn sack. You don't have the arm to be trying to get out of that.
You know what's funny? He did that. I remember Nick Saban commenting when he came out, like, what's his biggest weakness? He tries to play the hero too much, and it gets him in trouble. Dude, he's really good and efficient and anticipation thrower and can pick you apart like a surgeon. He doesn't need to take these chances. Put it in your back pocket, throw it away, punt the ball. If that's the worst thing that happens, put it in your defense's hand and go get him on the next one. I think he's got to learn that, and because when he gets hurt or when he gets in trouble is when he's trying so hard. He's so competitive, and it's hard to take that away, though, Bobby. I don't know if it's ever going to come out of him, that competitive nature. So I think that's part of the problem with Tua. It's what makes him who he is, but it's also what gets him hurt and what it makes him do these. Because he sometimes looks like a all-pro, and then 2 plays later he looks like a rookie. It's like very weird. So I don't know.
Yeah, Tua. I remember that story that Tua told about Nick Saban in the notorious championship game where he came in for Jalen Hurts and ended up winning the game when he took that big sack. And Nick Saban was just like, "What are you doing? what are you doing?" Like
the difference is you got the difference is you got 300-pound guys running 4.8, and you're not playing like UTSA, and you can get away from the defensive tackle. In the NFL, you can't. You know what I mean? You got Chris Jones, you got Milton, all these big fast guys. Tua's probably the same speed as the defensive tackle. I mean, if I had to guess, Tua's probably like a 4.9 guy. If I was going to guess what he runs, but yeah, I think that's what gets him in trouble. That he's so good at what he does. His superpower is so good at what he does. I don't know why he just doesn't put it in his pocket, and just worst thing that happens, you punt the ball, man, and like pick him apart the next drive. He doesn't miss opportunities. You give him a hole in this offense, you give him that opening, he usually hits it. Like that's what he's got to learn this year. I mean, to me, in the cold weather or not, but especially on these primetime games that we're talking about, is when the lights are on you. You're human. You go out, it's a Monday night, Sunday night, Thursday night game. The bright lights are on you. Everybody's watching. I think it just enhances his competitiveness and it gets him in trouble. I mean, that's a theory. I don't know, if he got hurt because of that, but like just as a theory,
Well, he said similar things, and to his defense, he's right sometimes. Like, for sure, he don't need to go try to truck Hamlin when we're getting our ass kicked and the game's been over. That's stupid, and he would tell you that. He probably doesn't need to lead with his head trying to tackle people when they intercept him, but also he made a good point. It's like, if he's out there lollygagging, letting that guy run back for a pick six and doesn't do anything, we're also mad about that. So, like, I get, like, you can't just go out there because you have a history of getting injured, knowing you have to go back to the sideline and look guys in the eyes and say, like, hey, I could have done something, but I didn't. I just took that out. So I get to that part, but I know that he knows that he has tried to do more than he probably should a lot of different times. But Tua is also just, man, a lot of this stuff is just so freak accident. Like,
yeah, no, his defense, Bobby. Like, dude, this is what he's been doing his whole time, his whole career, and for him and for him to turn the switch off and turn it on and during the game, it's easy for us to say on the sideline, but it's got to be real difficult for him. This guy's been growing up. I mean, his father coached him hard, so yeah, man. I agree.
Speaking of Westbrook, I seen dude, I forgot about Westbrook. I keep forgetting about Westbrook. And they posted that clip the other day, and I seen him out there, and I was like, oh yeah, Westbrook.
Yeah, he looked big, huh?
Such a good signing. Yes. And that might be what it was too, is like he looked different than what I'm used to seeing out there in a team's number.
Yeah. I guess we can wrap it up on this. Looking at this draft class, sometimes you draft guys and you see them in person or just in a Dolphins uniform. I get a good feeling about this class. It's big, like you just get a good feeling about it. I mean, who knows what will happen, but not me, man. Titans ledge.
Well, I think like we talked about this before. I just like the type of guys they went for. Like, I think that I was talking to somebody about this the other night. They just kind of went for a certain guy that's like you're trying to change the culture. Like I know it's cliche and it's like, but on the surface, that's exactly what every analyst said they got. And so far, like, man, when you listen to Trader Talk, it's like this dude's been in the league 5 years already.
Yeah, veteran.
Jordan Phillips, great kid. It's like Kenneth Grant. I want to change the culture. Like,
I mentioned that. When the last show I had on Monday, I mentioned how many times I wrote down how many times did we hear the word culture. It's like a drinking game. Every time you heard that word, it was culture change, culture. And you hear all these kids talk. The most impressive thing about them is they're impressive kids, impressive speakers. I think this team recognized their lack of leadership leaving and what's the lack of leadership in that building. And I think maybe they hope that these guys, are going to be some of the leaders in this team going forward in a couple years. I can't afford that much booze.
Yeah, I just really love that. Like Chris said, they just went and got football players that aren't worried about the Miami lifestyle or did this go right or that go right. They're locked in. They want to win. They want to be on the field. They want to compete. They want to put it all on the line for their team. 17 weeks. And you really can't get enough of that. And I will say this. It's the Calais Campbell effect. But we went from the oldest roster in football to the third youngest, I think.
Yeah, they drafted
in one off season.
You see the chart?
Three of the youngest players in the entire draft. And I think
that wasn't on
Jordan Phillips is the youngest player in the draft, correct?
I think the second. But like in a draft that had a bunch of guys older than us, like this was an old draft because if you go to COVID, this is like the last year of the COVID effect. There was a ton, if you notice, 25, even 26-year-old guys, and they went young. That was on purpose. That wasn't what's the drink of choice, Jake? You said you can't afford that much.
I think a cool thing. Yeah, I think every player we drafted was 20 or 21.
Yes. I'm trying to think. I think Grant's 21.
How old is? Well, he's an undrafted free agent. So that doesn't matter.
No, Andrew Armstrong's like 24. I think the undrafted free agents, that doesn't matter. Like whatever you right.
Those guys are probably your guys are probably minimum 4-year players.
Yeah, minimum.
No one comes out early with the undrafted free agent status.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not trying to be funny, but I thought about that in my head as I was saying it, and I was like, hey, you know better than that. I did the math real quick. Scott. No wonder he loves hanging out at the dive bar.
Shout out to Jake, man. He comes through my show too. Jake, shout out, man. You always support these shows, man.
Dude, Jake is an awesome dude. He's been around. I mean, before we did the podcast, Jake, super cool guy on Twitter, been on there for years. He's one of the first people I could like think back. Jake is one of the first people I knew on Twitter. So yeah, Jake's a real one.
Yeah. But, I see a lot of the guys who come through my shows. I love coming on here, Bobby, with you, and vice versa, man. This is hopefully you never know, man. We can. I got a name I'm cooking up too. I don't want to drop it here, but I got something I might be cooking up, bro.
That's awesome, dude. Dude, I will say this. The only thing I was really disappointed with, I always want the week 1 home opener because it's just like that build up from the entire offseason, and we always come down and get together for week 1. And for that us not to have the week 1 home opener But then like for them not to, I wanted them to get the Saints week 2. Because it would have been.
I was thinking it was going to be the Saints. As I saw everything dropping.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, you're going to Carolina game, right? I assume.
Yeah. So right now, I think I'm going to the home opener because we always go to the home opener, and we have some plans. We always have plans, but like we got some different like plans to go on another podcast, an in-person podcast, and then we're going to probably do our own. We're going to try to do an in-person podcast while we're down there all together, and then so I was hoping it was the Saints though because I'm from Louisiana, so that'd been a cool storyline to be like, cool, tell my wife, like, we're going down and the Saints are going to be there. So that would have been cool. And then I'm going to Carolina for week 5. Going to meet my dad. Speaking of, going to meet my dad down Carolina for week 5.
Is that Mr.
Yeah, that's
Bobby?
Senior.
Oh, Senior. Shout out to Senior.
Yeah, so he's already got his tickets right behind the bench for Carolina. I just got to get up there. So I'll drive 16 hours if it means free tickets.
Did Jonathan just come up with our collab name, FinSpot Network?
Dude, there's so many podcasts, it's kind of hard to come up with new names.
Yeah, no, it is, dude. It is. That's why I appreciate like anybody who comes like your show. There's so many to choose from, man. So I'm thinking about the Carolina game as well. Chris,
dude, the Carolina game is good too because like, I mean, I'm from Carolina, so it just
and
makes
their defense is going to be improved. I mean, I still don't fear them, but like, and they got you going to Kenny's going to Madrid. Ooh. Can we go, Kenny? Shoot. Madrid, man. I'm thinking about going to the Panthers.
Oh yeah, T Lee's from up that way too. We had to get together, man.
Shout out T Lee.
Dude, I forget how many I learned tonight because of the schedule release. How many people on here are from North Carolina or that area? It's crazy to me. I didn't know. I don't realize that.
You got to do some sort of meetup, you know?
Yeah, we can, dude. I'm down for whatever. You know that.
Yeah.
When it gets closer, we'll definitely talk about it. But I forget, like on a week-to-week basis, how many people come through and support that are from where I'm from because I'm originally from North Carolina.
Yeah, dude. I forget. You know, it's funny. I forget we're live. I'm like, I gotta remember. Wait, I'm live with Bobby here. We're not on the phone. Don't let me say something stupid. You know, Johnson Knight of Virginia.
Also, yeah, home opener always. Then I'm going to Carolina week 5, and then we're going to visit a friend. We already were planning a trip to New York, and we just were waiting for the Jets game to fall, and it fell December 7th. So that's perfect. We're just gonna plan our New York trip around the Jets game, and probably try to do the MetLife Takeover. We're gonna do a bunch of stuff that weekend. It's gonna be crazy, but we're gonna try to do the MetLife Takeover as well.
Yeah. Have you been to that before? The MetLife
Never.
Yeah. I always want to do that too. When I say guaranteed win happens, I know y'all better say that with the Bills. I think your dad's asking you a question there, Bobby.
Yeah, well, I'm confused because we just talked about that. Yeah, I'm coming to the I'm coming to the Panthers game. My God must hey, I know my daddy's probably watching Cops and just chatting in the podcast. That's what he does.
Have you ever had him on the show?
No. He's rated R. So it's like one of those. It's like I'd love to bring him on, but there might not be a show when he gets done.
Yeah, I tune in.
Dude, we thought about him and Joe's dad are like the same person. And we talked about dude, it would be incredible just to get our dads on one night and just watch these two fucking bitch about everything.
Yeah, just be careful because I don't know if you want to go on YouTube that night. That might be a Twitter live thing, you know what I'm saying?
Twitter, yeah, go Twitter, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Me and Joe and our dads, we might have to do that one night. Maybe Father's Day. Father's Day week we'll do a dad's episode. That would, yeah.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Yeah, if he doesn't drop something rated R, he'll definitely get us canceled for what he thinks about Tua. But that's neither here or there.
Not a fan. I take.
I don't want to get him started. On that note, actually, let's wrap it up because my son's right here beside me, chomping at the bit. They're ready for their dad to hang out with them. They're not used to their dad doing 2 shows, especially not back to back.
That's a lot. I got one tomorrow, man. This will be my 3rd of the week, so I know it. Boom, getting the PR out there. No, I always love coming on. Anytime you ask me to come on, you know I'm there, brother.
Also, want Blue on the pod. That's funny. We could probably make that happen too. All right. Well, appreciate y'all coming through again. George, if y'all don't know George, he has the Faithful podcast. Awesome show. Awesome guy. Monday nights normally and some Thursday nights, right?
Thursday night. Yeah. Tomorrow we're on, me and Sarni, 8 p.m. We got somebody who covers the Gators. We're going to talk about the schedule. Then we got somebody to talk about the Gators on the top of the show for maybe about 20 minutes. Give you his insight on Jason Marshall Jr. because, see, can he come in and start? So, that'll be fun tomorrow, 8 p.m. I appreciate you. Follow the dive bar. You guys are the best. And if you got any time, come on over, check us out at the Fitz Faithful podcast. And you should see me and Bobby in the future, more of us, I think, and we're somewhere.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And dude, speaking of Jason Marshall, that's like the man of mystery, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
I like how he looked. I like the length.
His projection could go one way or the other so drastically. So, I mean, I love the way he looks. I didn't realize he was so big. Like, he looks huge next to other DBs. So,
he's one I want to talk to, somebody who covered him and see him out of high school. Like, I want to get more in. He's a tough kind of guy to figure out. Like, the tape is all inconsistent, but you see the size, man. He looks like an NFL corner. Like, even a safety,
for sure. He fits the mold.
Yeah.
Our boy, just a little tidbit. Our boy Nick Hicks trains a Florida Gator edge that got drafted. I don't want to say his name. I think it might be Cam Jackson.
Cam was a defensive tackle.
I think it was. I don't want to be wrong. So he trained a defensive lineman for the Florida Gators, and he was talking to him about him because he was like, "Who is this Jason Marshall guy?" And he was like, "Dog, Jason Marshall's a dog." He's like, "Y'all got a real one." He's like, "He's good, man. If it wasn't for injuries, he'd been way higher drafted. Like, people forgot about him, but he was like, dude, Jason Marshall's real." And I'll tell you this: it's easy for people to compliment their teammates. I get that, but Nick has told us a lot of stories. And they don't always go that way. Behind closed doors, when you ask somebody about a teammate, they'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of crazy stories about like people talking down on people. And he was like, he's good. Like, you take away the injuries and that guy's a household name. Like, that's the only thing that held him back.
Yeah. No, I'm intrigued. That's why I tried to reach out to somebody to get him on because I learned a lot, like the last show about Quinn Ewers. Like, Eric was telling me he's from Horns 24/7. He's covered him since he came there, and he said, dude, the guy can sling in his shorts and shirt. Like, he thinks the oblique will come back and once he's healthy. So let's see. I'll try, Jonathan. I'm from down here, man. Jonathan, I'm from down here, so I already know all about that.
Another thing, while we're all talking about being at the home opener, something we've looked into. Joe might have even landed a spot, or we don't know which way we're going to go about it yet, but we might try to do a live podcast, like at a bar or a restaurant, like a Thursday or Friday night that weekend. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Get all the boys down there, get the live chat behind us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Everybody in their phone from behind.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, Jonathan, I'll try my best, man. For sure. Trust me, man.
Well, all right.
I know about that little place you're talking about.
Great food.
All right.
My son's not denying himself anymore. So
he's ready to pod. He's ready to pod. So go ahead.
Appreciate everybody coming through. I know you will, Jonathan. That's why I told you. Karen, we're gonna have to watch Karen. She got to have a drink limit. We ain't gonna have to bail her out. Appreciate you coming through, Jake. Look, appreciate everybody. Y'all always tell us how great we're doing and how much you appreciate us spending our time, but it only works because y'all come through and support and spend your time with us and always share our stuff and like our stuff. So please, if you like what we do, you want to see more players, more episodes, just support the guys. That's it. If you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube, subscribe. Even like if you're in the live chat, when the shows end, leave an actual comment, leave a like. Help the show grow. Push us out the algorithm. Help us grow. The more we grow, the better things we can bring. The more people we can bring in. I know we haven't had like a player on in a minute. We have a lot of people lined up. OTAs are kind of making things complicated. The draft really hurt us too, but we got a lot of awesome stuff. A lot of big Dolphin players lined up to come on this offseason. We're going to get everything in. Just, keep supporting the guys. Like I said, when the videos end, come back. Leave a comment. Help push the podcast out there. Help us grow. We appreciate everything. Thank y'all for coming through. Thank you, George. As always, you always got time for us. So always got time for you. Love everything you do, man. And that's it. You got anything, George?
That's it, man. Go play daddy role now.
Yeah, that's my real job, man.
And I'll say this about Bobby. Behind the scenes, from when I started, nobody's helped me more than him, and it's real. Like, we have a friendship off the show. We talk, and what he's done to help me and vice versa, I'm always going to be time for him. He's just as good of a dude behind the scenes, so you guys should know that. So support their channel and everything they do over it.
One thing about me, man, I love seeing everybody win.
Yeah.
I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm not a front runner. I like seeing people win.
Yeah.
If you're
It's
around
all work.
me,
You got to put the work
in.
in. Yeah.
So, yep. All right. Appreciate y'all.
All right.
We'll probably be back on the dive bar not until next Tuesday. Hopefully we have a guest. We actually do have a guest. Next Tuesday, we have former NFL offensive lineman John Miller. He played for the Bills, Bengals, and the Panthers. He's now a real estate agent in South Florida. So more for the lifestyle segment, and we're gonna talk some offensive line stuff. You know, get a good opinion on that new offensive line. You know, he's a South Florida guy. He works out. He's still training around a bunch of athletes still. So yeah, we got an offensive lineman joining us Tuesday. As of now, that's it. But we got a lot of people like lined up and ready. So we're gonna start scheduling people. We might even go in live twice a week. But yeah, see y'all Tuesday night, 7 Eastern. As usual, we'll always be there for Tuesday night, 7 Eastern. Appreciate y'all. Don't forget, come back and leave a comment after the show. Appreciate y'all.